Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Ham the Feast of Purim. UBK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bass and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. You ain't ever who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he get them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, it's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, but they are Jews. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom,
Yeah, man,
shalom.
welcome. You know what I mean? Shalom. Welcome again to another breakdown, you understand, with Captain Nayatak and Officer Kayadwan. You understand? You know the thing already. This is episode 2. You understand? You know what I mean? We're up our new channel now, seeing the breakdown. So go over there, subscribe if you're watching. You know what I mean? Subscribe as well. You know what I mean? Just go right over there, subscribe. You know the thing already. All right, so today's episode, we are going, you know what I mean? We are going to address Muta Baruka, you know what I mean, and his misunderstanding of the Bible. You understand? Because for the regular person, you know what I mean, not for the claims that Muta Baruka, you know what I mean, claim that the Bible is talking, you know what I mean, rubbish, as he will put it, you know what I mean, the normal person could not tell. But of course, thank the Most High for the brothers under commanding General Yana in the ISUPK, you know what I mean, who are the real teachers of the Bible. See? And, you know what I mean, we have been given permission from commanding General Yana to address this. We have been, you know what I mean, keeping silent for quite some time. You understand? But no, this has gotten out of and we definitely have to address it, because the we call it now, the impression that is being put, or the accusation that is being placed on the Bible, you know what I mean, and because of the Christian church, you know what I mean, it is very, for example, people put the Bible in the same box as the Christian church, and Mutabaruka is one of those people, and because of the voice that he has, you understand, and the audience that he has, you know what I mean, many people follow him in what, you know what I mean, he says about the Bible, you know what I mean, so we come now, you know what I mean, to kind of, to fix that, you understand. So like, yes, sir, you want to put anything on that?
Yeah, no, what you're saying is on point, is on, you know what I mean, hitting the nail on the head. You understand? Like, we here to show, you know what I mean, the people of the Bible who are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who were given the laws by the Most High. This Bible was written for them. And the Christian church has
Remember, those like,
taken,
you know what I mean, subscribe, share on all social media platform. 1 second, just give the internet a little time to come back in. You understand?
Okay.
Again, this is the breakdown with Captain Nayatak, you know what I mean, and Officer Kayadwan. Salakia, sir, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfect. Yeah, I hear you perfect. You hear me?
All right, Salakia, you want to, yeah, me I hear you now, sir, loud and clear. See? You have anything, what, you know what I mean? You have anything where
what I just
said, Salakia, sir.
What I was saying is, you know what I mean, what the Christian church has done, you know what I mean, in teaching black people, you know what I mean, the Bible, they have, you know what I mean, basically they have failed in that job. You understand? Because this Bible was made for who? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This has their history. This has their laws. Right. This will have their culture in it. You understand? It's black culture to read this Bible. It's black, you know what I mean, Hispanic culture, Native Indian culture, right, to read this Bible and do what the Lord say to do in it. You understand? But when you have right, so-called black leaders, you know what I mean, who just go off the Bible by what Christians are saying and ain't picking it up for themselves and reading it, it becomes a problem in the community. And now you have several shepherds leading the sheep astray. You understand? The Bible calls the Israelites, or the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And you know, a sheep is known to walk into that slaughter without giving any problems. We are people, we follow whoever leads us. Right. You understand? The problem is we have bad leaders. We have leaders who are leading the flock astray, right, who are giving you teachings that Christ never taught. You understand? Right? And with that, right, we go get straight into one of them, Mutabaruka. You understand? Well known in Jamaica. You understand? And we're going to have to get into some of these things that he's saying, because much of our people are following him, and they're going to follow him off a cliff. All we can do is warn our people. You understand? That's all we're here to do, warn them. You know what I mean? Of right, the sign to look for. All right? And without any further note, let's get straight into it.
Another one, gun. All right, so we're going to start off with, you know what I mean, the first clipping, you understand? And this is Mutabaruka and his take on scriptures, misunderstanding scriptures, you know what I mean?
Because me got school, mathematics show me say, if Adam and Eve is the first two people, Adam bring Cain and Abel, it's 4 people on the earth. And Cain killed Abel, 3 people on the earth. But the Bible said, Cain went to the east of the garden and found himself a wife. So I said, wow. I want the animal that should stop with the animal them that would ever. So
pause it there now. Right? So we have to go into this. You understand? There's a must, because that's one of the most you know what I mean, errors, you know what I mean, we make about, you know what I mean, that creation. Right. You understand? About Genesis. We think that Adam and Eve were the only 2 people on the earth. That's incorrect. And we fit to show you in the Bible how incorrect that is. All right? So, right. Paul, we're going for it right now.
Canada one can. We are going to Genesis 1 and verse 26. See, and this is the creation of when the Most High created mankind. You understand? And this is on the 6th day. It'll continue. Let me read. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and
Right.
over
So
the
now
cattle,
we're reading
and
about
over all the earth. Okay.
we're reading about the creation. You know what I mean? The Lord created this earth.
Right.
You understand? And we in what day are we in right now?
We are in the 6th day.
We are in the 6th day. So this is the 6th day we're in. The
Canada
Lord
one can.
created. This is the Lord creation. It took what? 7 days. All right. So now read on.
Right. Canada one can. And over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and
So
over
hold on.
all the earth.
You read the
and
part
over
where it
every-
say image and likeness.
Canada one can. Let me read it again. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness.
Right. And that's very important. You understand? Very, very important
Right.
point. You understand? We employ, you know what I mean? You
Canada
out there,
one
you
can.
pick the Bible up and read it, open it and read it. You know, see what we're saying inside here. See if what we're saying is the truth. You understand? The Lord say what? He made
Right.
man in his image and likeness. Meaning what? Understand? Try and compare yourself to a dog. Right? Is a dog made in the likeness of God? Oh, hell no. You understand? And how do you know that? Does a dog have the ability to open the Bible, the book, you understand, the handbook that the Lord sent for your life? Does a dog have the ability to open it and to do what the Lord said to read and do what the Lord said to do? Oh, hell no. But the Lord made us in his image and his likeness, meaning we're able to open that book, understand it, read it, understand it, and do what he says to do. You understand? Now read on.
That's right. Canada one can. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air,
And he said what? Let you
and
have
over the
dominion.
cattle.
Right? Let you have dominion. Dominion meaning what? Rulership.
Right.
You understand? You are up. You know what I mean? You are the peak top of the species. You understand? You peaked up. And it ain't by chance, it's because the Lord designed it like that. You understand? Even though the lion is the king of the jungle, guess what? You can catch a lion and put him in a cage. You understand?
Right.
Not eat the lion. You understand?
Canada one can.
But you could put him in a cage. The Lord tell you what type of animal to eat. You eat that. You understand? You have the dominion, the power to do what? To eat what? Cow, goat, sheep, lamb. You understand? You have the ability to see a horse and to use a horse to do what? To plow the land. A mule to plow the land. You understand? We don't eat horse. He never tell you to eat horse. But you could use the horse to do what? To plow the land. You understand? Or a pig. You can use a pig to do what? To clean up the trash on your farm. You understand? But you can't eat the pig.
Canada one can.
You understand? You have dominion. Meaning you choose. You choosing according to what he says to eat and what not to eat. All right, read on.
Canada one can. And over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Right. Read on.
Another one gone. Verse 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them.
You understand? This is the part right here that Mubarak, he forget, somehow he skip it over. He didn't read it. Or he dependent on the preacher, like many of us who go to church.
Right.
We depend on that preacher to tell us the truth in that Bible without even opening it ourselves and actually reading it. Like we're doing right now. We actually opening the Bible and reading it. You know what I mean? Pulling evidence to show you that Adam and Eve were not the only people on the earth. Read that over one more time.
Right. Another one gone. This is the book of Genesis chapter 1 and verse 27. And it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them.
He created he them. Meaning this is the creation of human being. The Most High populated the earth with male and females. Right? Read on. You have it there?
Silaki, say that again. It went out a while ago. Say that again, sir.
No, I say read on. Next verse.
Another one gone, verse 28. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
Right. And he said what? He said he tell them to do what again? Did he tell them to go be fruitful and multiply?
Right.
You understand? Read that one more time.
Another one can. This is the book of Genesis chapter 1 and 28. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it.
He tell them be fruitful and multiply. He made the humans, male and female, and tell them to what? To be fruitful and multiply. Right?
Right.
All know what he's talking about when he say multiply. You don't have to do, biology 101 to know what he's saying. Right?
That's right. Okay.
Now, go back to Mutubaruka, right? And go back maybe like 10 seconds.
Another one can.
So the animal them that will ever know around the sun that he go find himself a white rasta. So me I say, wow. I wonder if Adam did that to stop with the animal them that will ever bring Cain and Abel. It's 4 people on the earth. And Cain kill Abel. 3 people
right. So now pause it. So now we know that it ain't just 4 people on the earth.
Right.
You understand? The Lord made human beings. He populated the earth with male and females.
That's right.
All right. Now, play on.
Another one can. You want me to jump down to where it tell you which day of the Most High created them? Or just continue reading?
No, just continue playing this here.
Okay, cancer.
Went to the east of the garden and found himself a wife. So me I say, wow. I wonder if Adam did that to stop with the animal them that will ever know around the sun that he go find himself a wife rasta. Maybe the tree monkey who set up on the coconut tree will evolve from them and come over the sun. But the story kind of get weird because really and truly, that's really anybody ever hear about Anansi? Anansi is an Ashanti folk tale. It's about a spider who's tricky. No.
So now pause it there. Right? Now pause it there. Now he's trying to lighten this story into being something mythical. You mean some fairy tale story. Right? And we're gonna show you that this Bible ain't no fairy tale. This Bible real. You understand? And if you don't understand it to the unlearned, it's, you know what I mean, you tend to, you're gonna make joke, like he's trying to make joke about the Bible without really understanding it. You understand? You went to, if you go to church, going to church is like this. You go to church is like you going to get a heart operation from a mechanic, from a man who fix car. You understand what I'm saying? You going to church is like you going to get a heart surgery from your mechanic down the street. You understand?
Right.
He ain't gonna
Yeah.
fix you. He gonna take your heart out, and you know what I mean, you're gonna die, basically. And that's what the church does. The church is a
That's
burial
right, sir.
ground for souls, for black people. You
Right.
understand?
Yeah.
Right? But we're gonna break it down for you. Fear not, we're gonna break it down for you. All right. So now go to Genesis, and let's read about the birth of Adam. And now we're gonna explain to you what Adam had to go through. Go on.
Got one gun. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 1. And it says, "Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them." Verse 2.
Mhm.
And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made.
Mhm. Read on.
Got another one come. Verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground
Now hold on.
and breathed. Slakia.
Hold on. He said, God formed man. But we just read when he formed male and what? Female.
And female. Gone.
Now, what type of creation is this? Read it.
Got another one gone. And the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life.
Right.
And
So what
man
type
became a living soul.
Correct. What type of creation is this? What type? Where a man pull you from the dust. And the Bible, what you have to understand is the Bible is the way black people speak. When the oppressor or any other nation pick the Bible up and try to read it, they don't understand black slang. They don't understand how we speak. If we ain't speaking proper so-called English, you understand? To them, it's, you know what I mean, is what they call it, Ebonics, right? But the Bible, how the Bible is written, Bible written how we speak. So now, when it says he formed man from the dust, what dust you talking about? What's the dust? It's like saying he pulled man from in that world. That man, that Adam, was pulled from that population the Lord created. The Lord chose Adam. Right. He chose that one man. And as you read throughout the Bible, the Lord only speaks to one man at a time on the earth. There's one man in charge. And if there's other men, there's these other men are following that one man the Lord speaking to.
Right.
And Adam was that man the Lord chose to pull out the world, to pull out, you know what I mean, sin, to give his commandments to, his laws to.
Right.
Chose Adam out the dust. Right? It's like, I don't know if you ever hear, you remember Jay-Z's song where he said, you know what I mean, dust the shoulders off. You know what I mean? Like you're in the dust, you're in the dirt, you're low, you're in a low state.
Right.
You understand? And that's where we are. When you sin, you are going to be in a low state. When you're living in the world, you're living in a low state. And what the Lord said to Adam was, I'm going to pull you out of the world and I'm going to breathe life into your nostrils. Meaning I'm going to teach you the laws. I'm going to teach you how to serve me. You understand?
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Yes. Salakia, sir. In other words, Adam was born again.
Yes, Adam was born again. Christians like saying that too, but they don't understand what it means.
Right.
Adam was
Right.
born again. The Lord already created
Right.
male and female. Adam creation was him coming into the truth, him coming into what the Lord, wanted him to do, as to being a leader or a shepherd over the people. Right? Read on.
Another one, gun. Salakia, that was the end of verse 7. You want me to jump to where it talks about Eve?
Yes, because he speaks about Eve. Right? But wait until he started to speak about Eve, how he pulled the rib out and stuff. So let's play it more.
Another one, gun.
Right? So now we know that this has not.
I think that's the next.
Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. I think that's the next video.
Okay, but before we move on, we had to make this clear that this has nothing to do with no Nancy story or no garbage like that.
That's right.
Son, this ain't mythical. You understand? This is metaphorically speaking. Right?
Right.
All right. Now play a little more of this.
Another one, gun.
That's a Ashanti folk tale. So why is it that the snake in this garden is not a Jewish folk tale? Because it's really a Jewish folk tale.
And there he goes again. Where he's saying, there he goes again, where he's making a statement that is incorrect, a Jewish. You understand? Because he thinks this Bible belongs to the so-called Jewish man, when this Bible belongs to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? We were fooled into thinking that, this Bible is not our book. You understand? It's like a letter come to you. One of your relative passed away and left an inheritance to you. And a letter comes to your door, and one of your friends or your neighbor picks it up, open it, and read it, and say, yo, we rich. Yeah, your grandfather left such and such money for you. We're rich. No, we ain't rich.
Right.
That belongs to me and my family, not you.
That's right.
And that's the Bible. Preachers and then pick it up and open it and read it out the eyes of the oppressor. So now it thinks it's not just for black people, Hispanics, or Native Indians. When they read it, they try to join all the other nations on. The Asians, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Caucasians. They try to join everybody on to this Bible, when this Bible only is speaking to a specific nation, who are Israelites, who are not Jewish, who are the real Jews, the so-called Negroes. You understand?
Right?
Come on. Play some more.
Snake cannot talk. Snake cannot talk. The story is metaphorically written that you need to understand it on the next level. But these preachers and theologians who trick the people them every Sunday, them don't understand.
No. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Salakia, sir, and him cut himself because him said these are metaphorically taught. So him himself should know that the snake that is being referenced was not a real snake.
Right.
You understand? Salakia.
All right. And play that over one more time for the people to hear. And then we will go to that part with the snake.
Another one, gun.
Sorry, get weird now. Because me got school, mathematics show me say, if Adam and Eve is the first two people on earth, and Adam bring Cain and Abel, it's 4 people on the earth, and Cain kill Abel, 3 people on the earth. But the Bible said, Cain went to the east of the garden and found himself a wife. So me I say, wow. I wonder if Adam did actually something with the animal them that we never know around us, so that he go find himself a wife, Rasta. Maybe the tree monkey who set up on the coconut tree will evolve from them and come over there. So, but the story kind of get weird. Because really and truly, that's really, anybody ever hear about Anansi? Anansi is an Ashanti folk tale. It's about a spider who's tricking. No, nobody really believes it. You have a spider in Africa we are talking. That's a Ashanti folk tale. So why is it that the snake in this garden is not a Jewish folk tale?
So now let's go to the snake.
Because snake.
Let's go to the snake.
He looked at the man one day and realized the man was lonely.
Right.
There's an omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent something named E, which people call God. He never realized if he make this one man, the man would be lonely. But he make the man, and the MC said the man was lonely. So he realized the man was lonely, and guess what he do? He call all the animals then to the man. But I don't know why he call the animals then to the man. Trust me, that sounds kind of strange to me. Really.
Right. And he is just here making fun of the Bible when he himself does not understand and ignorantly making fun of the Bible. All right? Let's go play it.
We're
going to make him into a Jew. Go ahead.
That's right.
What to call the animals them to the Bible. But that's how the story go. Didn't that me write the story? No, go read it. Genesis 1 and Genesis 2.
And he correct. You should go read it. You out there, you should go read Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. You understand?
Right.
Read it and then compare it to what we are saying, compare it to what he is saying.
That's right.
And see, you know what I mean? See what's what. We'll be pulling the evidence. We'll be showing you the evidence. We're actually going to the scriptures itself.
Silakia, sir.
Come on.
How about let us examine it right now for the people to see. You understand? Should we jump to Genesis chapter 2 where it talks about, you know what I mean, Adam getting his ribs and talking about naming the animals to see if it's what Muta Baruka is referring to. He's making it seem like the Most High gave him the animals to have sex with.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. He making fun.
You understand?
Ain't nothing like that happened in the Bible.
God.
You understand? Especially with a man that the Lord choose.
Right.
A man the Lord chose Adam. And now you making fun of the fact that the Lord gave animals unto Adam. No.
Right.
That we read that the Lord told Adam that what he has dominion over these animals. And he allowed Adam to name these animals.
Right.
Adam named the animals. Whatever Adam called them animals, that's what we call them today. That's how it was. You understand? Adam was following what the Lord said to do. Right? So let's play a little more and then we go jump to it. I want to get to the part where we actually says it. And then we're going to go to it and then we will get to the snake. Because I ain't forgetting the snake. That's an important part of the story too.
Go ahead. I do a story by my the animal them, man. The man name the animal them, alright, you name cow, you name ass, you name donkey, you name cow, you name dinosaur, you name all sorts of things, man. Call all sorts of things. But him a pass again and he realize what weird. The man still look lonely. The animal them not really work with him. Now work with the animal them properly. So him say, why am I put the man to sleep? He put the man to sleep and take out a ribs out of the man. Really and truly. Really and truly. Woman is an afterthought, you know. According to the story, you know. He never really intend to make woman, you know.
I suppose it there. He cut it himself because the Lord already made woman.
Right.
Yeah, he made woman on what? The 6th day. Adam birth was after the 7th day.
That's right.
Which lets you know that this was not a physical birth, it was a spiritual birth.
That's right.
It was him becoming somebody brand new.
Right.
It was him now following what the Lord said to do. Because at that time, there was nobody to till the soil as the Lord said.
Gun one
They said
gun.
nobody to till the soil. Nobody have that knowledge on
Right.
how to have the world operating and how the Lord wanted the world to operate.
Right.
Right? So now let's go to that part where he's speaking about the rib and this, that, the other. Let's get it.
Gun one gun. All right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse. Go straight to the rib, sir, or read along the lines of what he was talking about.
We could go along the lines where he was talking about. Let's go. And then get to the ribs.
Gun
Come
one
on.
gun, sir. Gun one gun. And out of the ground, the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them.
Right. And now
Adam called.
And now he's taking this part to make claim that the Lord bring the animal onto Adam to do what? To have sex? That is idiotic, and that is ignorant. That's an ignorant statement to me. You know what I mean? For somebody who, you know what I mean, is a shepherd over people, that's an ignorant statement to me.
Right.
Right? When it says it, why the Lord brought the animal onto Adam.
That's right.
For him to name them. Right? Read on.
And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof.
Now the Lord respected that. The Lord said, Adam, whatever you call it, that's what it is. You're in charge. All right, come on.
Verse 20. And Adam gave name to all cattle and to the fowls of the air.
Right, so all the cattle is all the livestock. All the fowl of the air is the birds in the sky.
Right.
Anything that was flying. Go ahead.
And to every beast of the field.
Right, the beast is what you ain't supposed to eat. Your lion.
Right.
You understand? Your cheetah. Right, your gorillas.
Right.
You understand? Them things here is beasts. You ain't supposed to be eating them things. All right, go ahead.
But for Adam, there was not found an help meet for him.
Right. The Lord said that what? Read that one more time.
But for Adam, there was not found an help meet for him.
What did it say? Adam was lonely?
La, sir.
What did it say?
There was not found a help meet for him.
Right. The Lord was sending help for Adam.
That's right.
Because Adam had a ton on his plate. You understand? Right. Having a woman by his side is having some type of help, some type of assistance.
That's right.
You understand? And the Lord, with the knowledge he had, he said, you know what? And I'm doing all this. Let me send some help for him. Read on.
Verse 21. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam.
And now this story is so integral with the Bible. You understand? With how we should also carry about ourselves. What we as men, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian men, what we should be doing with our sons and our daughters.
That's right.
It's very integral. You understand? What happened to Adam?
And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam.
Right. Is this a physical sleep?
La, sir.
No, it's not a physical sleep. But Mutu Baruka will think it's a physical sleep because he is reading the Bible with the eyes of our oppressor.
That's right.
You understand? Your pastor have been taught by the colonialists.
That's right.
You understand? Your pastor ain't reading what's in the Bible. He ain't teaching you what's actually in the Bible.
Yeah.
What you hearing here right now, I bet is the first time you heard it ever in your life. Because you've been to church. Church don't teach you the Bible. Tell me if the church teach you the laws of the Bible. They don't.
Yeah.
So how you know how to serve the Lord if you don't know the laws of the Bible?
Right.
How you know if you're pleasing the Lord or not if you don't know the laws of the Bible?
Right.
But this year is a law that the Messiah was trying to impart onto Adam. right? A deep sleep fell on him. Meaning
Yeah.
what? What's that deep sleep?
Salakia, sir. That deep sleep is,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, Adam wasn't even aware that he was, you know what I mean, he was going to be with this woman. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
Kind of one.
That's the deep sleep. Is him not realizing that at this moment he's going to have this woman.
Kind of one can.
You understand?
Kind of one can, sir.
So he didn't fall asleep and now the Lord take a rib out of the woman, a physical rib. Rib meaning what? Somebody that's close to him, somebody
right.
in his family.
Kind of one can.
You understand?
Kind of one
The
can.
Lord wants you marrying in your family. And when I say in your family, meaning in Israel.
That's
Blacks,
right.
Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? The Bible does not believe in interracial marriage.
That's right.
Bible does not have that. You can go look it up. Go do your research. The Bible does not push interracial marriage. It does not.
That's right, sir.
All right? It's a crime to the Most High. But according to the law of the land, it's not.
Right.
All right? According to the law of the land, love has no limits, basically. But according to the Bible, there's limit on who you should love, who you should marry. All right?
That's right. Kind of one
Right.
can.
Read on.
Kind of one can. And he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof.
Right. And when he closed it up, meaning what? Adam didn't go and choose anybody else in the family.
Right.
That was it. That was that rib, and that was it. Close it up.
Right.
You understand?
Kind of one can.
Right? But there were females and males already on the earth.
That's right.
All right. Read on.
Kind of one can. Verse 22. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he woman and brought her unto the man.
Right. Made he woman. Right? Meaning of the man. No. This is your help. Like the original, how to play it? I don't want to say, forgive me, but job. The original job for a black woman was, or a Hispanic or Native Indian woman, was to be a helpmate to their husband. You understand? There was to be a helpmate. She was to help him. It's much like what they say with this whole 50-50, right? But she was there to help him, right? But then down the line, it changed. Where it changed? Let's go to Genesis 3:1.
Kind of one
Right.
can.
Let's set the record straight. Mutabaruka, you don't know the Bible.
That's right.
And if you don't know the Bible, you should not speak on it. Speak
That's
on
right.
whatever knowledge you get from reading whatever book out there, you speak on that book. But the Bible, I suggest you leave it alone. You don't know the Bible.
That's right.
And it's been proven here right now that you don't know the Bible. Come on.
Kind one can. This is the book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1. No, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field,
right?
Which
So
the Lord God had made.
So saying the serpent is the most subtle beast of the field. Right? Now go to Ezekiel.
Kind one can, sir.
Right? Now you're going to see what is calling a beast. Ezekiel 34 and I believe verse 8 or something like that. All right.
Yes, sir. Verse 5.
Go ahead.
Kind one can. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered.
And that's what Mutabaruka is doing right now. He is scattering the sheep. By what he is saying, he's scattering them. Because he's telling people, do not believe in the Bible. Do not read the Bible. It's a book of fairy tale. He's scattering the people. Scattering God's people. Read on.
Right. Canada 1 can. Verse 6. My sheep wandered through all mountains and upon every high hill. Yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them.
Right. We went into Christianity, into Islam. We went into
Right.
politics, into democracy, into
Rastafarianism.
communism. Yes,
Can.
Rastafarianism. Went into all
Right.
these things. But nobody came to seek after them. And this is what Commander Jayana is sending us out there to do, to seek after you, who are God chosen people, who have been scattered by men like Mutabaruka.
Right.
Read on.
That's right. Canada 1 can. Verse 7. Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord.
Right? Shepherd. What's
Verse
a shepherd?
8. As
A
I
shep-
live, saith the Lord God,
Hold on,
surely because my
What's a shepherd? All right. A shepherd is somebody who what? Leads the sheep. And there's a reason why
Right.
the Lord is calling Black leaders or Hispanic or Native Indian leaders shepherds, because we are like sheep. We follow that leader. And some of us will follow Mutabaruka, and that will be to your detriment. That will
Right.
be to your end. All right?
that's
But there are certain shepherds
Canada 1
you
can.
should follow. The Lord always put
That's right.
shepherds in a time when things seem all lost. And right now, things seem all lost
Right.
for Black people, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. You understand? All right, read on.
Canada 1 can, sir. Canada 1 can. Verse 8. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
My flock became
Because
what?
there was Canada 1 can. My flock became meat to every beast of the field.
Became meat to every beast of the field. My
Right.
flock became a beast. Right?
Meat.
Meat to all the
Canada 1
beasts
can.
of the field. And who is the beast? The beasts are the other nations.
That's right.
Mutabaruka does not know this because he is unlearned. He's reading the Bible like he reads his storybook, like a woman read Nancy Drew. Them things are
Right.
stories. They're not real, but this Bible real.
That's right.
And it speaks about life. Right? It's much like in Jamaica today,
Canada 1 can.
where the so-called Chinese people, they own Blue Mountain. You understand?
Right.
All the nice resorts, right, that they privatize in Jamaica, where you working and now other people coming from out the country to enjoy it, and you can't enjoy the island you own. You cannot enjoy the wealth of the
Right.
island you own, but they're able to do it because we have become what? Meat for the
Meat.
beasts of
Canada
the
1
field.
can.
I read on.
Canada 1 can. Canada 1 can, sir. Because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherds search for my flock, but the
Mhm.
shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock.
Right? They fed themselves. So now
Right.
what they're saying is going to put what? Money in their pocket. Not you.
Right.
You're gonna be broke, and you're gonna be, the Lord gonna be nigh on to putting you in the grave, hospital, prison, somewhere. You understand? For disobeying him. While they get rich and rich. Read on.
Right.
Right, no, go back
Canada 1 can.
to Genesis. So the beast,
Canada 1
right, is the nation. That snake is a person. That snake is not a literal serpent, right?
Right.
And today we speak like that. When you call somebody a rat, does that mean all they eat is cheese and they have a tail
Sir.
and whiskers? When you call somebody
Yeah.
a rat, what you actually calling them?
Calling them a snitch.
Yes, a snitch. We
Right.
do. I mean, that's our language. When you call somebody a snake, what you calling them? You look it up. You can put it on the screen for them, so they can see what a snake is.
Gunner 1 gun. A snake, a person who seems backstabber waiting for the moment to strike.
Right, read that over one more time for the viewers on that.
Gunner 1 gun. Gunner 1 gun, sir. A snake, a person who seems like a really nice person and you can confide in, but is actually backstabber waiting for the moment to strike.
All right, and this is what the native Indians, the Taino Indians on the islands, they had to deal with. They opened their hands to the Europeans. They opened arms to them. They fed them. They showed them how to live through the winter, how to live on the land. Showed them how to do it. Confided in them. And then they turned around and gave them what? Smallpox. They turned around and slaughtered them. And now today, you go on any island in the Caribbean, you literally have to, go search out to see people who was actually native to the land. You have to do it because a snake is a what? Is a backstabber.
Right.
He pretends to be a friend, but really and truly, he wants to stab you in the back. You understand? And who does this best? Who does it best? But your so-called oppressor, but the colonizer. He is the snake.
The oppressor.
Yes, he's the oppressor. He tells you what? He tells you Christ is what? White. Or he evolved to telling you what? Color doesn't matter.
God.
Right? But they have a white painting of so-called Jesus Christ. And we all know that Cesar Borgia, right? Son of Alexander, or Pope Alexander, the sixth of Rome. You understand? Like that wasn't Christ's picture, but they painted some Caucasian picture and told us that was Christ.
Right.
Why? Only a snake will do that. Only a snake will try to, will try to do this to you. Talk nice. You confide in him, and then he turn around and what? Stab you in the back. And that's it. And you thinking you in that state because of lack of education? No. Because of Babylon system. Because of what they did to us. These things are systematic. You know what I mean? You're in poverty because it's designed by snakes.
That's right.
It's designed by colonizers. It's designed by the oppressor to keep you like that.
Got one gun.
All right? Because the fall of them is the rise of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's
so
right.
Guess what the snake gonna do? Snake gonna find a way to keep you down.
Right.
And what was one of the ways he find to keep you down? Read on.
Got one gun. Verse 1. Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
And they use a word there, subtle, which means what? He is, he coming to you, smart. Yeah, sneaky. He coming to you and say, yo, I'm gonna lend you this money, right? I'm gonna lend you this amount of money. The IMF are talking about lend you this amount of
Right.
money, and now all you're doing is bringing in the meat from the farmers we choose. So now guess what's going to happen to your people, your farmers? They're going to go broke.
Right.
They're going to be out of business. But he ain't pulling no gun on nobody. He ain't do nothing. He gave you money. But he tell you what to do.
Right.
You understand?
Gonna
He's a
run
snake. You think you was getting genuine help from someone. No, you're not getting genuine help from someone. You're getting help from a snake.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Another one can. And he said unto the woman, Yea, as God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Right? Every what?
Another one can. Every tree of the garden.
Right. And now what you're learning about here, people, is basically your oppressor, your colonizer, coming to your woman and seducing her.
Right.
And now you in the house trying to put down rules when he is on the television. He's out there teaching your woman to go against you, teaching your daughter to go against you. You understand? You're trying to lay down rules, and you looked at as being evil. Because what's going on here is the oppressor trying to tell your daughter, your wife, in this case, Adam's wife, Eve, that she don't have to worry about that. Everything will be just right if she read. And the tree is what? What's the tree? The tree is a constellation. Stars. That's another day we're gonna break that down for you.
Gotcha.
That's how the Lord spoke to Adam in the constellation, in the stars. It speaks about that in Revelation 21 and 2. Right? Now let's get back to move to Baruch, and let's see what he's saying.
Gun one gun. Gun, sir.
Well,
all right, everybody, remember, like the podcast, you know the thing already. Share it on our social media platforms. Subscribe to, the Breakdown channel, and also, ISUPK Jamaica. You understand?
That's right.
You understand? That's why man treat what because of that story. It was not the intention of God to put woman on earth. It's because them look on the man and realize that the animals them never surface him. So he have to go find something that make him don't feel lonely. So he put the man to sleep and take out the ribs. And then him shape up some mud and get a pump and pump some air in it, and it start to look a different way from the man. And him realize, well, the man, I work with that thing then. So him still call it man, but him say, whoa, man. All right, now. So the two of them in this place, are nice and thing, according to them, it's the two first people, them, that's how we learn in a school, and learn in a church,
Right, and what you're learning here today is that's not the case.
Right.
They weren't the two only people on the earth. These were the two people that the Lord choose to give his laws and his commandment to. Right? But that Eve wasn't sufficient with that. You have a woman, you try to serve the Lord. She wants what? She wants you to serve her. She didn't want the Lord coming between you and her. And that was Eve. Eve wanted to do what she wanted to do. And the Lord check her right.
She wanted power.
Yes. She wanted to be the one to run the house to make the decision. But it was not so. The Lord did not design it like that. She was supposed to be a helpmate for the man.
Right.
Right, read on.
No,
hold on. No. Play it. But go ahead and say what you was going to say.
Kanawan Khan and Muta Baruka himself just admitted that he's a victim of the misrepresentation of the Christian church.
That's
you
right.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Not learning from proper teachers, but being deceived by the Christian pastors.
That's right. That's correct. That's all the way 100% correct.
Kanawan Khan, sir.
The man and the woman in the garden, them say, you name Adam, you name Eve. You say, all right. No. This king that is called God have a tree. It's weird because we always believe it was an apple tree. American apple tree at that. Yeah. Most
right. Now, pause that there too. So let's get that clear. As I was saying, that has nothing to do with no apple tree.
Right.
Because then if you tell me it's an apple tree, then you're going to have to tell me what kind of apple that I can eat and get knowledge of the Lord.
Right.
Tell me what apple tree I can eat. Tell me what fruit I could pick and eat and somehow get all this knowledge.
Right.
Right? That tree has nothing to do with it. That tree that was in the midst of the garden was a constellation that the Lord spoke to Adam with in the sky. Told Adam to read this constellation, much like today. This you talk to a captain that's over a boat. You talk to a fisherman. They use what? They use the stars to travel. They use the constellation to travel, to know when there's fish, when the tide is going to be high, when the tide is going to be low.
Right.
Understand? Certain work that we do today uses the constellation. You understand? Right? So that tree again was not what? Physical, Mutuburuka. Wasn't physical. All right? It wasn't a physical planted apple tree. That's what the oppressor told us, and we ran instead of looking it up and studying it to see what it was. All right?
That's right.
Read on.
Salakia, continue playing the tape.
Yeah, sorry, continue playing it.
Cancer.
The green one, them to what the red one, them really, we are red apple on it. And we have two white people set up on it with that snake wrap around the apple tree. So, attack. It's a strange story. All right. So God put the tree. It never say apple, you know. It say the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So he put the tree over there so that say, Adam, watch out now. You see, of all the tree them where you want to eat up it. But you see that tree then, don't go eat on it. Adam say, all right, no problem. I have enough fruits on this, so I have animal stock.
Right, and now pause that, and that just show you how we talk too, man. We talk, we say things like, you know what I mean, this is food for what? Thought. Yeah. It's food for thought. That means what? We're gonna eat it and then think? No. Just mean what I'm about to say is gonna be heavy. What I drop it on you right now is heavy.
Right.
All right. The Lord spoke to Adam. He was telling him what constellation to read, what not to read. Because remember, that's how he was communicating with Adam back then.
Right.
So if he communicated with Adam back then with the so-called constellation, he, of course, will show Adam how to do what? How to read it.
That's right.
Adam knew the language. Adam knew what to read. So he told Eve, yo, don't read that. Read this. The Lord said, don't read this. You read that. And the serpent, the snake, the backstabber, he knew what he was about to do. He knew he was fitting to put this man against his woman. Right? Come on.
Come on.
A little more.
All right. One day, the woman walked by herself. And when she got near the tree, she said a snake wrapped around the tree. And now, you know, the story gets more ridiculous now because the snake attacked. It couldn't be a black woman that. No black woman now set up and talk to no snake. She had to run. What? Snake? I'm going to run. God. No black woman now talk to no snake. Me can't vouch a black woman from that. Because I see my auntie run out of bathroom because she a little lizard in the bathroom. Me a kid that today to a barn. She run out and I say, Lord God, I see a lizard in the bathroom. The lizard not chug her at all. Miss woman run from roach. Much less
Go ahead.
And that is a cut to himself, because him himself say no black woman now go stand up and talk to the snake, which means that that was not a literal snake, and him should have known. You
Right.
understand? So that
Correct. No, you're correct. You're 100% correct, brother.
cancer.
Like Mutabaruka, he does not know the Bible, and he should, you know what I mean, he should not speak on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or else, you know what I mean, we could be doing a ton of tapes like this, cutting him and making
Right.
people know that he should not be followed.
That's right.
You understand?
Can't
He should not. Right? And to boot too, all the jokes he making about the days. Right? Just to make this clear. It said the Lord make it in 7 days. Right? But remember, what's a day to the Lord? You have that for me?
Can.
What's a day to the Lord? Let's get that. Let's get this clear. All right? Because that's a misconception also too when it comes to reading the Bible. I mean, we think 7 days to the Lord is like a week to us. No. Time with him is, you know what I mean, is totally different to time with us.
Right.
Right? You get it?
Canada one cancer.
Tell them, yeah.
Canada one can. This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. And it says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
Right? Be not what? Ignorant. Right? Don't be ignorant of this one thing. Go ahead.
Canada one can. That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
One day to the Lord is a what? That's how much?
Canada one can. 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
Right.
So how long it took the Lord to build, to create this entire earth, to populate it with people, with animals, with trees? How long it took? It took approximately
About
7. Go ahead.
Approximately, like you would have said, sir, 7,000 years.
Yes, 7,000 years.
Cancer.
Right? That's how long it took the Lord to create this place. Took his time.
Right.
And he wanted somebody.
Right.
He wanted to put somebody in charge of taking care of this earth.
Right.
All right? That's what he wanted. All right? Now, and with that, you know what I mean? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I mean? On April 1st, we have the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh. I mean, come join us. I mean, come join us. Come eat with us. The Passover is something very important to us. It's a day the Lord set aside for us so that we remember what he did for us when he took us out of Egypt. Right? He took us out of Egypt, right, and we didn't have to raise one single hand. We didn't have to raise a hand to come out of Egypt. Right? So April 1st is 500 South Salisbury Street, Raleigh, North Carolina, at the Convention Center with Commander Jerry Hanna. We'll be having the RCP group. We're having the 54th annual Passover. All Israel are invited. Right?
That's right.
Anything else can you add one?
Yeah, sir. Just to say that, you know what I mean, this just proves that, you know what I mean, Mutabaruka does not know the Bible, you know what I mean, and that our people, if you really want to understand the Bible, you need to learn from the ISUPK and the Commanding General Yohana. You
That's
understand?
right.
And not the Christian church, because Mutabaruka is a victim of the Christian church. You know what I mean?
Right.
That is what happens when you learn from the Christian church. You throw your own culture and your record through the window and pick up customs of heathens, of Africans who are not your people. You understand? Slakia.
No, you're right. That's it. I mean, that's it. And hopefully next week we have some more for you, man. Some more breakdown. And this is the Breakdown Podcast. You know what I mean? I'm going to try and bring it to you every week, every Friday. Try and bring it live and direct to you. We bear true, 100%. I mean, undiluted.
Yeah, man. And with that, you understand? Remember, like this video, share on all social media platforms, subscribe to the Breakdown channel on YouTube. You understand? Yeah, man. You know the thing already. We have a close out with a tune. You know the thing already. Yeah,
man.
Supporting the Christian pastors. You know what I mean? Go to isupk144.com, pay your tithe, support the real priests and prophets of the Most High. You understand? And stop feeding that greedy Christian pastor. You understand? Right. isupk144.com. You understand? Right. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
UPK, O1 West. Babylon is falling to rise no more again. Babylon is falling. Freedom is here, my friend, not just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace in start of the vision. No put your trust in the riches and wealth, contamination. But just the last statutes and commandments will make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the nation. Daniel get a vision. Him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white depiction. No allegiance to Rome nor its regions. Come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons. Same situation with Rasta with Islam. Only beacon of hope for your lean and is UPK and the General Yana. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. Yeah, our shy Mashiach is a black man who have ear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. Bun Saddam, my bun, but him and just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace in start of the vision. No put your trust in the riches and wealth, contamination. I just the last statutes and commandments would make the decision to keep them with precision. Just part of the nation, send evils and curses on the whole city and the beasts and all churches. America fall, them deserve it. Rome get defeated to repeat another first days. Hey, 400 years to work with, then desert with, then turn round and call it worthless. But now the COVID lurking, them hurting, and they need doctors and nurses. Hey, one day the building have to turn after the long journey. No care much money you are earn if you still want Babylon burn. One day the building have to turn after the long journey. No care much money you are earn. Hey, I just part of the mission. Yeah, our shine never come breeze instead of vision, riches and wealth, contamination. I just the last statutes and commandments would make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the mission.